I want you to close your eyes for a second and think about last night. Were you lying there completely wiped out, but you couldn't sleep? Because the bottoms of your feet felt like somebody had pressed a hot iron against them? That burning, that deep, relentless heat that won't quit. Or maybe burning isn't your thing. Maybe it's the numbness, that disconnected feeling like your feet don't quite belong to you anymore. Like you're walking around on a layer of cotton and you never fully feel the ground. You've brought it up with your doctor, probably more than once. And I'd bet money the conversation went one of two ways. Either they said it's just poor circulation, or they told you your B12 looks fine. Here's what they almost certainly never thought to ask you. Which form of B vitamin are you taking? Not whether you're taking one, which form? Because that question might be the reason you're still in pain. I'm Dr. Frank Castle. I've been in integrative and functional medicine for over 20 years. For the last decade, the bulk of patients coming through my door are adults over 60 dealing with exactly what you're going through. Burning feet, tingling toes, and here's what gets me. The vast majority are already taking B vitamins. They're getting almost nothing out of them. Today, I'm going to fix that for you. Before we go further, leave a comment below right now. Tell me your age, where you're watching from, and describe your foot symptoms in one sentence. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that now. What we put out on this channel every week could genuinely change your life. Let me give you a picture of what's actually happening inside your feet. Think of every nerve in your body as a long electrical wire. Now picture that wire with a protective rubber coating. That's called the myelin sheath. As long as that stays intact, electrical signals travel clean and fast. But here's what goes wrong, especially if your blood sugar has ever crept up on you, even if you were only told you're borderline or pre-diabetic. Every time your blood sugar spikes, that extra sugar starts latching onto proteins. It's called glycation. Think of it like rust forming on metal. One of the structures that rusts fastest, that myelin sheath, over years that coating gets thinner. It develops cracks. It starts falling apart. Once it does, those electrical signals begin to misfire. They scramble, they short circuit, and your brain reads that short circuit as burning or tingling. Now here's why this gets worse past 60. Your stomach acid production drops off significantly. Many adults over 65 are making less than half what they had at 40. Stomach acid is critical for breaking down B vitamins. If your stomach acid is low, you're getting a fraction of what you think you're getting. If you're taking a proton pump inhibitor for acid reflux, you're actively squashing what little stomach acid you've still got, the acid you need to save your nerves. Let's talk about what the right forms actually are. The difference between these forms isn't some minor detail, it's the whole ball game. The first one is benfotiamine. You've probably heard of vitamin B1, thiamine, but standard thiamine is water-soluble. It can't get inside the nerve cell. The cell membrane is made of fat. Benfotiamine is a fat-soluble form of B1. It crosses cell membranes the way they're meant to be crossed. It gets inside. Once it's in there, it blocks the pathways that high blood sugar uses to chew up nerve tissue. It doesn't just support the nerve, it actively shields it. Therapeutic dose, 150 to 300 milligrams twice a day, taken with meals, always with food. Fat in the meal helps a fat-soluble compound get where it needs to go. The second one is pyridoxal 5-phosphate, or P5P. This is the active, ready-to-use form of vitamin B6. Most supplements use pyridoxine hydrochloride. Your liver has to convert it into P5P. In a healthy liver, that works. In a liver that's been working for 6 decades, that conversion gets seriously bogged down. P5P is what your nerves are actually waiting for. It's involved in making neurotransmitters. Take 50 milligrams in the morning with breakfast. And the third is R-alpha lipoic acid, and I stress the R form specifically, not the synthetic RS blend in most supplements. It's a potent antioxidant. It's both fat and water soluble, which means it can reach nerve tissue that most other antioxidants can't. It goes after oxidative stress inside the cell. Take 300 milligrams 30 minutes before your biggest meal for the best absorption. Now let me tell you about Sandra. Sandra was 66 when she showed up at my office. 3 years before, she'd been told she was pre-diabetic. She cleaned up her diet, but her feet didn't get the memo. Sandra described it as walking on hot coals every night after dinner. She couldn't stand having a sheet touch her feet in bed. She was up half the night. She was already on a B complex, had been for a year, but what almost nobody ever checks is whether the form she was absorbing was the form her nerves could use. We dropped the B complex, started her on benfotiamine, P5P, and RALA, and I told her, don't expect a miracle in the first week. Nerves don't heal overnight. Day 14, Sandra sent me a message. 4 words. I slept with the sheet on last night. That was it, but she'd gotten back something as basic as sleep. At 6 weeks, the hot cold feeling had dropped by 60%. At 3 months, Sandra told me she'd started walking again, 20 minutes every morning. Here's exactly what to do. Write this down or screenshot it. Step 1. Swap out your B vitamins right away. Stop taking standard B1 and B6. Step 2. Start benfotiamine, 150 ml with breakfast, 150 ml with dinner. Always take it with food. The fat in your meal makes a real difference. Step 3. Add P5P 50 mg with breakfast. Look specifically for P5P on the label, not just B6. If it doesn't say P5P, put it back. Step 4. Add R-alpha lipoic acid, 300 mg 30 minutes before your biggest meal. Look for R-ala or Na-R-ala. Avoid generic ala. Step 5. Give your body time. During the first 2 weeks, the burning usually dulls. By 6 weeks, a real reduction. Stay consistent for at least 3 months. A few things before I let you go. If you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor before starting R-ala. It can have interactions worth going over. If you have kidney disease, high-dose B6 needs medical supervision. And if you're on prescription nerve meds, do not stop those on your own. Talk to your doctor. You were not built to spend your 60s lying awake because your feet are on fire. That's not aging, that's a deficiency. Your body can still repair. If this video found you at the right time, pass it along. Leave a comment below with your age and symptoms. Hit like if this was useful. Subscribe. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.